This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is
Mad Lab.
fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
Shut up!
This is Chief Myron Demkew, the Toronto Police Chief. In my opinion, he has single-handedly ruined Toronto and treats his service like a circus. So this morning, I wake up and I'm sent this article by a friend of mine. And just when I thought this clown show couldn't get any worse, this article appears. Now let's get into this one, guys. This Toronto Police Service has sunk to a new low. Toronto Police Board to formalize how and when it says sorry. Now, you would think with all the crime, all the murders, all the carjackings that are happening in Toronto, that this is the last thing that the Toronto Police would be putting out as a media statement. So I'm going to read this to you. We're going to go through it, and what a joke this really is. The Toronto Police Services Board is considering adopting a new policy that would set out how the police force offers formal apologies, who approves them, how they're delivered, and how victims are consulted. The policy is set to go before a board meeting on Thursday, which was the Thursday that just passed last week. If approved, it will apply to any formal apologies issued by Toronto's police chief or the board itself. Staff say that the policy is intended to build trust between the service and the communities of Toronto. But the proposed policy also stipulates that no apology should be seen as an admission of legal liability. So what the Chief Demkew and the Toronto Police Services Board are doing is they are going to consult with the community first before they issue a formal apology. Because in their minds, issuing a formal apology is an admission of guilt. So they're trying to cover their asses right now and not getting sued. And I'm sure they're getting sued by a shit ton of people out there because that's why they're putting this out now. Now, in 2022, then Chief Raymer issued an unreserved apology after race-based data showed that Black residents were significantly more likely to face police enforcement and use of force incidents. So I remember that Chief Raymer gave a formal apology about the race-based data, and he thinks that he admitted guilt, which you did, because you're wrong and you do show a significant amount of bias towards the Black community, as well as the Jewish community, as well as many other communities. But now they're holding back on their apologies. This is unbelievable. Now it says, however, critics like University of Toronto professor Beverly Bain rejected the apology as lacking substance. Of course. A year earlier, Raymer also apologized for the failings in missing persons investigations tied to serial killer Bruce McArthur, the documentary I did on him. It never mentions Tess Ritchie, which they also screwed up on. A report by retired Judge Gloria Epstein found the disappearance of the LGBTQS plus men in the village were not taken seriously enough. Raymer called the findings inexcusable. Well, of course they were, because you screwed up. So what's proposed in these new rules? Under the proposed policy, when apologies are made to communities over systemic or historical wrongs Police leadership will be required to strike an advisory group composed of key community representatives. More tax dollars wasted, more time wasted. That group will provide advice, cultural significance, and information to construct a formal apology, the staff report said. Apologies to individuals will require officials to consult with the impacted individual or their family prior to any formal apology. Now, the board has not said when the final vote on the policy will take place. Now, if approved, the guidelines would become a standard operating framework for all apologies move forward. Now, folks, how pathetic is this? They can't even apologize now without consulting the community leaders and the Toronto Police Services Board and all their cronies. What a pathetic police department this is. I'm not even going to call it a service. I'm going to call it a force, which they used to be called, the Toronto Police Force, because that's what they are. How pathetic. Let's move on, because this is really pissing me off. Now we're going to get into this video from this YouTuber. I love his channel. He's got some great work. He doesn't put up with any crap from anybody. And he goes by the handle Eli TV2. He's in the States somewhere. I have to find out where he is, but fantastic YouTuber. Want to give him credit for all his videos. And he posted a video 2 weeks ago that I think is very important for people to see how the police react and how when it comes to being assaulted or anything like that and they show up, they don't investigate properly. And this is a prime example of that. So let's get into the video.
This is all closed today.
Everything's closed?
Yes.
How you doing, sir?
Hi.
All right. What are the schedules? What's the hours?
No, the regular hours starting tomorrow.
What time?
I think, 9 to 4.
9 to
For
4?
the general public, if anybody has an appointment.
You can tell right away that this guy, the security guard here, has a chip on his shoulder. First of all, by the way he dresses, he's dressed like a ninja. And secondly, he's got his hands in the front and he's got this weird, this creepy vibe going on with him.
I got that camera in my face.
What?
I got that camera in my face.
Can I help you with?
Excuse me?
There's something I can help you with?
Who are you?
I can see your recording. I was just curious if
Who are you?
Director of Guest Services for the hotel. I was just curious if there was an issue or reason why you're recording.
You a guest at this hotel?
Excuse me?
You a guest at this hotel?
Who are you?
Are you a guest at this hotel?
Who are you?
Are you a guest at this hotel?
Who are you?
If you're not a guest at this hotel, you gotta go.
I gotta go where?
You gotta get off the property.
I'm not in no property, G. You bugging.
You're on the hotel property. If you're not a guest of the hotel, you gotta get off the property.
I'm not in no hotel property,
You're
sir.
on hotel property.
No, I'm not.
All right. You're on hotel property. If you're not a guest of the property, you gotta get off the property. Private property.
This is public sidewalk, bro. Do you see the difference between the sidewalk pavement and the pavement of the hotel?
Just stay right here.
You want me to stay here?
Stay right here.
I'll wait for you. Don't take long, you heard?
This is the second time I'm telling you, you gotta get off the hotel property.
I'm not in hotel property.
You're under hotel.
Look at you. Look at the floor.
You're on hotel.
Look. That's sidewalk. Hotel is over there. Those bricks.
What are you doing?
Those bricks. Right now you came to the public. Now you stepped off your property where you're supposed to be working at. G. Now you're in my property. How about that? You stand back behind that line, and then you are in boundaries that you belong. Now you're in the sidewalk. You're in my world, G.
The sign is over there too. Look, the sign is over there.
All the way over there. Look, private property. All the way over there. You heard? So you stand behind that sign, and you'll be safe.
Or what?
Or what?
Or what?
Or you gonna stop crying?
Oh, we get off. Probably you come with me off public property.
And what we're gonna do?
Off the property. You got it on camera.
All right, come on, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, come on, let's go. All right, we're gonna do it, my please. I'm gonna give you a hug after it. All right, win or lose. Where we going? What parking lot? Show me the spot. Lead the way. What's up?
What's up?
What we doing? I thought we was gonna make it happen.
I need you to turn off the camera.
What?
I'll pay you to turn off the camera.
You'll pay me to turn off the camera? Not even $1 million, you heard? Now I'm thinking about getting a room here. So if I go in there and reserve a room, that means you gotta kiss my knees and kiss my
Be careful.
That's what it means?
I will blast you.
You ain't blasting nobody. You ain't blasting nobody, bro. You ain't blasting nobody. Come, step over here. Step over here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Right here, public property. Public property. ID for what, bro? No law, sir. ID for what? The criminal needs to give you ID. Look, as we speak, my people, they're watching the criminal commit a crime. Now we're gonna see what they're gonna do with the criminal. Now I want two things. Either he pays for me and issues an apology on pressing charges. He got one chance. I gave him a break.
I mean, after he swatted at your camera, you gave him a swing too.
This is the exact reason why I'm playing this video. Because this tyrant imbecile here shows up to the call and right away goes after the victim. He doesn't care that the victim just told him that the security gimp just assaulted him. Now he's trying to turn it around and blame the victim like they always do by saying that he hit him. He was defending himself. It's exactly the same thing as what happened to me on Dundas Street with the Toronto police. This is textbook police corruption.
You want to see it one more time? One more time. He wants to say it one more time. I just want to play it back, that's all. Just so I see what we got going on. Right, okay, so what they're saying right now, and I'm not saying...
That it's okay to assault people.
Sir, let me finish talking. That's not what I'm saying, man. Okay? Leading up to the altercation that was on your son's video, right? You guys being inside videotaping.
We were never inside.
Okay,
we were never inside.
This is just conversation I'm having with him.
Exactly, and he told you of the Zillow, all right? But we still claiming that this is public property.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
They're pulling up their blueprint, whatever they have. The Zillow's here. Okay. At this point, them asking you to leave multiple times and informing you that that is their private property up here.
That doesn't tell me nothing. Anybody could tell me this is my property.
Okay,
leave.
but
there's no signs here. So who are you to tell me that? This is public.
Then that's
we're gonna discuss that in court.
Then that's something that you have
Yeah,
to
but
discuss.
that doesn't give them the right to assault people. You call the cops. They call you, and you come and handle it. You don't swing at people.
So what these two cops should have done was when they showed up, they should have separated the two people. Separated the victim, separate the suspect. My partner would have interviewed the suspect and made sure that he didn't leave, and I would have taken a statement off of the witness or the victim. In this case, both officers are talking to the victim, and we're going to see what the suspect does later. But right away, if that was me and I watched the video and I saw the assault, that security guard would be in handcuffs right now.
Okay, it could have been worse, bro. If I wouldn't help myself, it could have been worse, bro.
Okay, and listen, and I understand that.
Exactly.
Okay? And I express that to him. Regardless of the trespass violation, whatever it may be. Okay?
You don't assault people.
People don't slap property of another person that belongs to somebody else. And I express that. Okay? And we're going to address that also.
Okay.
I'm addressing one thing at a time.
I got you.
Okay. Addressing it in the order of events that it happened. Okay? So first things first, you guys came here. I'm guessing you're videotaping, which is fine.
Yeah.
Within your First Amendment
We're
right.
thinking about staying here too, bro.
Okay.
We're not from around here.
Okay, perfectly fine. However, it's on private property. They expressed that. Apparently, that's what they were saying. That they expressed that this is private property. They don't want you on that property. Okay, thank you. I'll be right over.
That's great.
Okay, they expressed that.
Okay, so we removed ourselves now that we have a lawful order of you.
Okay, perfect.
Understood.
From that point on, okay. I'm guessing
They have to call the cops.
Security had gotten involved. They called us for that also.
Security didn't get involved. Security was the one. He was the main one.
That's what I'm saying. Security was outside at that point. That's what your son showed me on the videotape.
Yeah.
Okay. He slapped your camera. Okay. You're saying that it damaged your camera. Okay. Now that we know the property line, which I'm going to go take a look at the blueprint, so we know exactly where the property line is. Okay. If they want you trespass from the property, I
want him arrested for assault.
Okay. And I'll have all that documented.
I want him arrested for assault.
I will have all that documented.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just for now.
You gave me the trespass warning. I got it. I heard it.
I hear you.
Yeah. So now I won't be back there.
They have documentation to keep you trespass from the property. So
that's great. That's great. I'm gonna stay away. That's a trespass warning.
Sir, just let me finish.
Yes.
Just let me finish. Okay.
Lawfully warned. I'm out.
It's a violation. Okay. It's just something to be documented for.
So I'm in violation after I got assaulted.
Trespass violation is different from the actual crime.
It's a trespass warning.
It's a trespass violation.
No.
Hey!
What happened? Oh, they fighting over there. They fighting, my peeps. They fighting. They fighting. Somebody got smacked. I heard it all the way over here. Holy moly. I heard the smack all the way over here, my peeps. Oh, they're about to get it on. They're about to get it on.
It's working.
Yeah, what y'all doing over here looking at?
What you got?
I got you, but go help the people, man.
Look at this. Look at this. Hey.
Oh, he gonna take, something's gonna happen and they're over here walking like crazy. Welcome to Albany, bro. Everybody wants to fight.
I need cards. I need cards.
Yes, yes.
I need cards. Yo, walk over here directly.
Name and badge number. He could have been dead, bro. He could have been dead right now.
Yo,
Okay. I don't have a card, but I can give you my name and my badge number.
Same goes for me.
can you write it down, please?
Yes,
Thank
get a
you.
pen and write it down for him.
Because you literally, you seen,
you have a phone
you
on
seen
you?
something. I'm
you
not giving
have a
you,
phone
no. You seen something.
Just get a paper. Just get a paper. You can write it down.
Get a pen, bro. Get a pen and write it for him. Be professional, bro. Be professional.
You have that. You have
Go to the
all
car and get it, bro.
that. You have all that. Right?
Yeah, that's what you have that for.
You literally, you seen that. You seen what happened. You walked over and you made me walk away when a white male put his lips on my fucking face.
So where's the criminal at?
So I explained that to them. It is a third-party security company. Okay. Are you able to pull the name off of his security badge or something that I can see?
He's gone?
He's gone. So I don't know.
Oh, Lord!
Get used to this face, folks. This is all you're gonna see from now on from these cops. Because they don't give a shit. Always film the police. This is Mad Lab Press. I'll see you in the next one.